Selling a house can be an emotional experience, especially when you're selling your house yourself. You go through a whole wide range of emotions. The most exciting of which is when you get into contract and you've sold your house. The worst is when that contract falls apart and you're back on the market. In this video, we're going to talk about a really important subject, money. Specifically, earnest money, what it is, why it's necessary, and how much you need to make sure your contract doesn't fall apart. Hi, my name is Joel Y. I've been a real estate agent in the state of Kansas since 2009, and that's where I get the knowledge, the expertise, and the experience that I use to teach you how to sell your house yourself. And subscribe to this channel because I'm going to put up lots of videos that's going to teach you tips and strategies about how to sell your house yourself, how to sell it fast, and how to sell it for more money. And again, this is a really important subject, so like this video because I'm sure you're going to find value in it, and it's really going to help you when you finally do get into contract on your for sale by owner. So what is earnest money? Well, it's not a down payment per se, but it is money that a buyer puts down when he goes into contract. And it's to secure the contract. For the buyer, it's to show the seller he's serious about buying his house. And for the seller, it's to make sure that that buyer doesn't back out of the contract. Because once you've sold your house, you move on with your life. You might be putting an offer on another house, on your next place you're gonna live. You might be packing to go move, or whatever's going on in the future. If your buyer backs out, it's gonna screw up those plans. I mean, possibly even you're gonna lose earnest money on a house you've made an offer on. So you wanna make sure that does not happen. You don't want your buyer to find a house they like better and then back out, or just to get cold feet. And you do that by collecting earnest money. So how much earnest money should you collect? Well, here in Kansas, we don't collect nearly enough. We get like between $500 and $1,000 on an average priced home. An average priced home here is $170,000. $500 is not much of a deterrent if somebody sees a house they like better, or if they just get cold feet. So what you want to do, like in most states, is ask for between 1% and 3% of the contract price. The higher, the better. The higher you get, the more secure the contract is. Say you have a $100,000 house, you'll want to get $3,000 in earnest money. $1,500 at the very least. On a $500,000 house, you'll want to get $15,000 in earnest money. $7,500 at the very least. That's a deterrent. That's going to keep people from changing their mind or getting cold feet. So you've collected your earnest money and you're in contract and you're moving forward. There are some contingencies written into most contracts where buyers can get that earnest money back. The big one is financing. If the buyer's financing should fall through, they can back out of that contract and get their earnest money back. Now, I've made a video here that teaches you all about financing you should watch, and it'll show you what you need to do to make sure that that doesn't happen. The other thing that can happen is over inspections. Most contracts are contingent upon the buyer doing successful inspections. Successful means that the buyer has done inspections. If they have found anything wrong, they've asked you to fix it, and then you've agreed to fix it. Now, if the buyer asks you for stuff and you don't agree and you guys can't come to an agreement, then the buyer can back out of that contract and get his earnest money back, minus any money that's already been put into the deal over this contract. So we made a video about inspections too, how to survive the home inspection. Watch this one, and it's going to show you things that you can do so that doesn't happen to you, so that your contract doesn't fall apart over inspections. And that's it. Collect earnest money. Get as much as you can, because it's vitally important to hold your contract together to closing. If you found value in this video, hit the like button below and subscribe to this channel, and I'll be putting up lots more tips and strategies that are going to help you to sell your house yourself, teach you to sell it fast, and teach you to sell it for more money.